What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I just want to show you guys my favorite arena offense team. Now, I want to show you guys where I'm at in arena offense first, and I'm up here in Platinum, and there's a lot of just absolute savage teams. Just killer after killer after killer after killer. You'll probably even recognize a couple names. There's some content creators in there as well. So this is my favorite team. It's basically an ally attack ×2 with a single target hitter that also has an AoE that just does damage. So we got Cardiel, Nehkret the Great, Candraphon, and then a flex spot where I use Hegemon personally. Let's go ahead and take a look at their kits. It's going to be a very niche team, to be honest. The concepts involved do work pretty well when combined together, but the main goal between the entire team composition is to basically have 2 ally attacks, and that's what I'm going for here. I like having the single target damage. I like having heavy single target damage on specific targets like Duchess, some of these nukers. You take out somebody very easily when you can just hit them really hard. Nekrits, for example, or even the Stone Skin set. So you need one single target damage dealer that hits very, very hard. My first ally attacker is Mr. Cardiel. He has the cleanse on the A2 with a block, debuffs, buff, and a revive on death. Then he has the ally attack on the A3, which is absolutely amazing. Increased crit rate, increased crit damage buff as well. His speed aura is very nice, 19% in all battles. Then he has a heal on the A1, and the passive skill allows him to attack everybody when other people attack. Also, allies receive 20% less damage from champions from the Demon Spawn, Undead, Hordes, and Night Revenants factions. So, next up on the list, we have Nehkret the Great. This guy has an amazing kit. The A2 is an ally attack with everybody who has an ally protection on, placed by him. He has a passive skill that puts on ally protection, block buffs, debuffs, all that good stuff. And then shields. The attack on the A1 has a decreased attack. Very good kit. Him and Cardiel are top 5 champions to me in this game. I love them both. The key to the team besides the ally attacks is a hard single target hitter. The A1 here hits very hard. It places an extra hit if the target is under any buff. So if they buff up, it's going to be worse for him. This guy's amazing. He absolutely wrecks. He has a very hard hitting A2 as well. We'll go over that in a second. Then the last piece I think is a flex spot for me. I'm using Mr. Hegemon. The reason I'm using Hegemon on my team is because of the passive skill. Always goes first in each round. It's absolutely amazing. His A2 attacks all enemies, has a chance of placing a decrease attack and block active skills debuff on all enemies. So it's very, very, very nice. Let's see the team in action and kind of go over what's going on and what I'm using them for. So really the whole goal of this team is to have 2 ally attacks and be able to wreck with single target damage on any target in the game that I want to. So if there's a reviver or there's a certain champion that's super tanky, hard to kill, Wither the Crown comes to mind, Duchess Lily 2 comes to mind, I'll have the ability to just erase, obliterate, delete them from the match. Just like that. Bam, gone. So we need to have a single target hitter that hits very hard. If you have a Rhodos, that's the guy I'm really looking for, myself, personally speaking. But Candraphon works very well. There's other guys in the game that work very well. Leorius the Proud would be very good too. All you really need is somebody who hits very hard on the A1 and finish off a target. And now you have 2 forms of this with Nekrit and Cardiel. Cardiel can send the entire team. Nekrit's going to send people that he has ally protection on. All right, so the start of the match, we have Cardiel uses A2. And the reason why is because anybody could have a Hegemon or somebody like Rio Bone Spear who can reflect some of the debuffs back on you. So it's very possible, or the other team could just go first because you're too slow. It's very possible that you got to cleanse some debuffs. And when you put the block debuffs buff on, you're guaranteeing that nobody's going to come put more of them on. The only way you're going to move that buff is by stripping it. So if it doesn't get stripped after the fact, you're good to go. Now the revive on death buff cannot be stripped. So even if you do get the block debuffs buff stripped, get debuffed, and then get killed, you're going to be revived right back anyways. Unless they have a block revive on. No big deal there either, because typically the teams do not last beyond one of the ally attacks or even 2 of the ally attacks. They happen to come come through. There's typically like 1 or 2 characters in the other team that if you can kill will cripple the other team. And if that's the case, once you've crippled the other team, it's just finishing off the last 2 or 1 that is very, very easy to do. So that's what this team is all about. It's about being able to kill anybody you want to kill when you want to kill them and not having to worry about it. You'll send everybody with Cardiel. You'll send, the people with ally protection with Nekrit. So the very first thing we do is do the A2 with Cardiel. Cleanse, block, debuff, revive on death. Then Nekrit gets a turn. Nekrit is going to use the A2. Now, if you put Nekrit in a stone skin set, which I don't have at the moment, but I'm going to upgrade him to after this video, then you could have him go last. But for me, I have my Nekrit going second. So I use the A2 automatically. Kanderfon has the lowest HP. So Kanderfon's going to get the ally protection right at the start of the match. I do not put it on anybody else first because I don't need to since we have the revive on death. If they get killed, like say there's a counter attack or something like that, they're going to revive anyways. And if they get killed after that, usually it's not even a big deal. They don't have to worry about it. Kanderfon, as soon as he gets a turn, is going to wreck somebody. And if he doesn't kill somebody on Nekrit's turn, when it comes back around to him, he can use the A1 again to finish somebody off, or he can use the A2 to kill somebody. And if you use the A2 and kill somebody, you obviously get another turn, get to use the A1 again. Then Cartiel will get his turn, and he'll send ally attack at everybody. And that, again, is going to most likely kill somebody. Now, you can kill one person with Nekrit's ally attack, come back and kill another person with Cardiel's ally attack. By that time, usually the match is over, especially if you kill the revivers, since they can't revive nobody. Sometimes you want to kill the nukers first because the nukers have the ability to kill you, and like someone like Rotos, he might just kill your whole damn team. You don't want that to have happen. Now, when you send ally attack at somebody like Rotos, he has that trigger where like it only blocks, or it only takes 50% of the damage, and then it blocks it, and then allows him to get a turn. But that won't happen on an ally attack. It'll actually just power right through his entire turn. You can kill him, he'll drop, he'll stay dead. Very, very nice. So it does work on just about everybody in the game, and it works very effectively, as you guys can already see. Now, Cardiel has a heal on the A1, but every time he joins an attack, he's going to keep healing. He usually keeps the team pretty topped up. The shield from Nekrit is absolutely amazing. Really, you only have to worry about losing Nekrit after he puts the shields on people. And that's about it. I have him in a relentless set, so he gets a lot of turns. He can cycle through his turns pretty fast and go through a lot. But I do want him in a stone skin set. Ultimately, I think it'll be the best for him. Just very hard to kill that way. You'll have to go through a couple turns before he can get it off. Especially if he's very slow, it's going to be hard to do. Candraphon just hits very, very hard. I really don't even use the A3 at all unless I'm trying to stall or like wait past turns. Sometimes there's times you're trying to wait past a stone skin or something like that. I might put the buff on, do something of that nature. So usually the A3 is kind of off limits, so I usually use the A1, even if it's stone skin. So like I'll load up against a Cardinal team. I'll send everybody at Cardinal. I'll send ally attack with Candraphon and Nekrit first, then I'll send, or even just start off with Cardiel doing it. You don't need to put the revive on death. The other team's just going to die right off the start, If you don't have somebody like Lydia block the revive, then you could just power right through her shield, kill her, and then take everybody else out afterwards. Typically a slow team that's meant to wind up and just kind of kill you after you kill them. But when you take out Cardinal, they don't even get revived. Pretty easy. So there's a lot of benefits to this team. What it's lacking is AoE power, but I mean, for the most part, Kanderfon can kill people with the AoE, no problem if he has to. Definitely can get the job done. So if you have somebody like Hefrak, for example, should be pretty easy to do. Like Trunda, be pretty good with this too. Even Sissshhhhh Flame Tongue is not bad. You start putting in her all those ally attacks. The A1's pretty nice 3-hitter. Then you have the weaken, you have the defense down. So she's really good. HP burn. Yeah. So there's a lot of characters this can work with for sure. But typically what happens is you get these defenses like Ursaga, for example, with the AoE set, Stalwart, and like they soak up AoE damage. What does Duchess do? Her passive is negative 25% AoE damage. So like you're completely negating all these AoE abilities or mitigation abilities just by going with the ally attack. That's what I love about it so much. Like Ursaga, sit down. Duchess, sit down. All of them sit down. Rotos, sit down. Like it just plows through people. It just like does so much damage. It's pure carnage on the map. I've killed just about everybody in the game with it. I've rose up to platinum. We've fought. I've killed people at the top, even in the #1 spot. It's a very nasty, nasty team. Now, the one thing bad about it for me is I don't have all these +1s, +2s, +3s, +4s. But I'm really looking forward to pulling more Void Shards and getting more copies of people like Nekrit and Cartiel because they are absolutely amazing. Hegemon is just kind of icing on the cake. His ability to go first, put all the skills locked, possibly, sometimes it only goes one, and even On worse occasions, 0, but that's pretty rare. Then you get the decreased attack. I mean, just to start the fight, it's a great way just to start a fight, period. So that right there is beneficial. But I mean, even that, I mean, you could flex spot that to anybody. Put another person that could like do some really single target heavy damage. Why not, right? So typically, I would say my Hegemon ends up dying a lot. Having a stun set and I have another one in a provoke set. Those guys, sometimes they die before I get the ally protection on them for sure. But I'm not worried about it because as long as they do their job, they go first. That's all they need to do. The rest of the guys handle the rest. It's no big deal. It's pretty easy just to keep them alive and plow through teams really fast. All right, I just want to show you guys a team really fast. We got Candraphon. He's over here at 80,000 power. This is not an in-game Canderfon. I don't think so, not by any means. He only has a 5-star, 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 5-star gear pieces here and on the banner. And we got a lot of blues. So we still got some improvements to make. I'm going to level him up to some better gear here before I end this video. Then here we got Nekrit. Now Nekrit's in a Relentless set, like I said before. Very nice gear set here. Now what I would say about him is I would like to put him in a stone skin set, like a very slow one. So his speed would be super slow here. But Cardiel I'd like to put into a super fast stone skin set if possible. So he can get a turn pretty quickly. Let's go over the skills. We got him fully booked up. Masteries. We got him in Helm Smasher. Cardiel. We got him in like support and defense masteries. Fully booked up. Then we have 2 Hegemons over here. So we got one in a taunting set. And then we have one of them in a stun set. Definitely could be improved gear-wise. Don't even have full crit rate on this one, but obviously that's, not that big of a deal when you have Cardiel on the same team doing the ally attack. Masteries, we got him in Helm Smasher. And then let's change this one out right here for this one. That gives him a full over 100%. Gives him more speed, loses accuracy, which he doesn't need. Basically, it's a full upgrade. All right, so now he's faster. Should get his turn a little sooner. Got full crit rate, a little bit more crit damage. Looking good across the board. See if we can get an answer for this chest piece here. All right, I can take this chest piece off of Sssshhhhh. Got more attack, more speed, more defense, more crit damage. Lose a little HP, but that's okay. All right, now what we got to do is find some gloves. All right, so I pulled some gloves off of Geomancer. We got a little bit of attack boost, a little bit of crit damage boost, a little bit more defense and resistance. Okay, all in all, we changed 3 pieces: the chest plate, the gloves, and the shield, and we added about 5,000 power here. All right, so I'm going to +2 Kanderfon the second we get this maxed out. Take him out, +2 him. Be looking good to go. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm not sure, if it benefits people that don't have, the Candraphon, Cartiel, Nekrit setup. I know it's a very niche team, so my bad, if it's a video that doesn't really, apply to a lot of people out there. But there are people in Platinum. I wanted to make a video for the people at the high end of the game, at the top of the game, that can maybe relate to an account like this one. All right, so that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have a great day. Peace.